Hey everybody. Feeling a little bit better. I think I've broken my fever for the most part, but still homebound. I maybe you might see a little bit of me again today on the last day of the year. Get ready for Happy New Year, everybody. Really untimely. There was a big show last night that I had to miss out on, Icky Blossoms, and was scheduled to be a guest performer last night, and I couldn't do it. I would have made everyone sick. But I wanted to go ahead and do a best of 2011 list. It's going to be short. So this is going all the way back to Kevin's thread, as well as responding to Big Star recently posted his best of 2011. But before I do that, I want to respond to a request I got recently, and I get a fair amount of these actually, people. And I don't know, I might actually start charging. But I had another musician contact me who wanted my opinion on his music, and I don't mean to be facetious. The way that these requests come in, I may actually say, well, this is a service. If my opinion is that important, then maybe I should start charging for it. But this person, I believe it's a young man. I think he's only 16, and he says his project is Moon River, and it's online. And I went and listened, and I'll just give a quick review. I listened to three pieces. They're acoustic guitar based. One of them is really dull, and the other two are good. If this is a kid of 16 years old, this is much more in line with what appeals to me. It's very musical. It has atmosphere. I was impressed mostly by the atmosphere of. Let's see here. A tribute to the skies. That impresses me. So there you go. Quick and to the point. You wanted no bullshit. It's good, man. You're good. You have something. Okay. You must believe in yourself, or the music is connected to your inner being, because it comes. There's gravity to the music. That impresses me. Again, not to say that a 16-year-old can't have gravity and depth. Obviously so, and it's already there in your music. Okay. So for my best of 2011, I had made a list of trying to remember what I had bought. And so I looked at that, and then I thought, I need to be honest about, of these records, what did I actually listen to a lot? And so what I want to say first is this. I bought PJ Harvey's Let England Shake. I thought it was good, but I didn't listen to it. So it's not on my list. Do I think it's good? Yeah. But did it connect with me? I didn't listen to it. I mean, even when I listened to it, I dug it. But you know what I did listen to on repeat? And maybe it says something about me being shallow or something. Probably not. But I think what it has to do with is the fact that I'm listening more to the musical picture than this message. I know the message is important, but to me personally, at first, it really is not. It's the musical picture. And one of the records that I already said this, but one of the records I listened to a lot this year was Austra, The Beat and the Pulse. This album is called Feel It Break. But Beat and the Pulse, I just missed the show here. I didn't know about them. Nick from In Dream had turned me on to the band because he went to the show. They were opening for someone else, and he was blown away. And he played Beat and the Pulse for me. I was blown away. So this is definitely one of my top albums of 2011. Another one that a lot of people have been showing, and I have to agree, it really has gotten played at my house a lot. It has had a definite impact on me. The way that Brian Eno puts together his sounds and records them is in a class of its own. This record is like an audio massage. I've said that term before. But just the sound of the music, gorgeous. And the voices, this is fabulous. So this is definitely one of my tops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I'm only doing 5, okay? And I'll do the one that had probably the most impact last, all right? Next, Yeah, I have to include Opeth's new album, Heritage. Now that I've listened to it and gotten familiar with it, especially Nepentha and Hack's Process, this is badass. Earlier, I had said that I thought that it would take another album for this to gel. Well, that's because I needed to listen to it and gel with it. This is awesome. I love how Martin Axelrod, the drummer, has really been given, it sounds to me like, a lot of free reign to come up with his drum parts. And he's taken it to a whole nother level that is I have never heard in metal before. Sweet, soft, delicate, amazing. And prog as all get out. So yeah, Opeth Heritage, definitely best of 2011. I don't think this next album is going to be on anybody's best of 2011 except for mine. And that's Something Dirty by Faust. Now, I could give a whole lot of reasons why this made my list, but the main reason is that, number one, Faust is still going. Number two, Faust is not repeating itself. It's staying true to its original impetus. And number three, it is not pandering to people's expectations of what Faust is or what people think Faust should be. Faust is alive, and this album proves it. And this is really good and really unexpected. I mean, it's like, not that I ever knew to have expectations, but even with that, as a Faust fan, there's things that you kind of think that you're going to encounter with Faust. And you do on this album, but not at first at all. This is really good. Something Dirty. I recommend this. It's not an easy ride, especially for folks that have the old Faust. You might kind of scratch your heads like, what? Guarantee you, if you come back to it, like I said about Miles Davis on the Corner, you'll get it. And for me, probably the number one release for 2011 for me, as far as its impact on me personally and me playing it a lot and really getting into it and dissecting it, which I like to do, would be the Radiohead remixes. They had that new album, The King of Limbs, this year. That doesn't make my list. The remixes does. Back when I was talking about them earlier in the year, a couple folks would message me telling me, King of Limbs is really good and it's better than the remixes. Man, I ain't about to hear that. This is my opinion. This is what I heard. Remixes are better for me. There is no template about what's right, wrong, good, or bad about music or anything. It's very subjective, very personal, which is why I do get irate with people coming at me about classic rock and shit. Man, I can tell you more about your classic rock. I'll get a little egotistical. I could probably tell all of you people, not all, let me back down. Yeah, I could probably educate a lot of you people about the bands that you love. Just because I don't show them doesn't mean I don't know that music. It's like, I went through it. I was alive. I'm almost 60 years old. I was there in the 60s and 70s. I was at those concerts. I know the history of Western music. I do. And that is pretentious, but I'm just going to be pretentious because that is how I really feel inside. Yeah, Dereck does know a little bit about music. I do. And this is my top for 2011. The Radiohead remixes. Some of you may remember I even made a video where I had a bad night or something upsetting happened. I think it had to do with the vinyl community and some shitty messages. And one of these remixes did the trick. Saved my soul. Like people say, the blues saves theirs, which it doesn't for me. This is the number one for 2011 for Dereck. Radiohead remixes from King of the Limbs.